we blocked ourselves away from what we might refer to as the natural teaching of life, what life naturally teaches us if lived with attention. We block ourselves away from that because unlike Spinoza, who realized that nature has two aspects, natura naturata, which is the which is nature begotten, it's the manifest, visible, measurable aspect of nature. But he understood that behind that there was natura naturans, nature begetting, the creative side of nature, which you could say is a minded side of nature. We forgot the second part. We think that nature is a kind of mechanical unfolding of a sort of clockwork mechanism that has some randomness inserted into it at the quantum level. And if nature is just this mechanical unfolding, a game of blind, non-conscious, non-minded natural laws, then if it has something to teach, then that's by pure chance, because a mechanism doesn't produce lessons. A mechanism doesn't go anywhere. It's just sort of a semi-random, semi-mechanic unfolding of blind stuff, um, and and that's materialism. That's physicalism. The notion that nature is fundamentally unminded, and that minds, which are the sort of the carriers of purpose, of meaning, of insight and understanding. That is all a sort of side effect of this dead mechanical play of nature. If that's what you believe, then life has nothing to teach. Of course not. What does a mechanism unfolding spontaneously by the application of recursive natural laws? What does it have to teach? Nothing. So to learn, we need practice that was devised by a minded being somewhere up in the Himalayas or something. Um, and we withdraw that lived relationship with nature as teacher, because behind natura naturata, there is natura naturans. In other words, and Spinoza was very clear about it in a letter he wrote at the end of 1675 to his friend Henry Oldengard. He said, because already in the last book he published in Life, before the Ethics, the Ethics was published posthumously, but in the Tractatus Politico, I forgot the whole name of, he already hinted at this understanding of God, Deus, and Natura as the same thing. But in that letter to Oldengard or Oldenburg, he says that people who think that he equaled God to nature in the sense of the material aspect of nature, mass, as a kind of aggregated mass, that those people did not understand what he meant, that those people took the wrong way. That would be the literal translation of the Latin, took the wrong way. And that's for the ones interested. I think this is letter 28 or 23 of the Epistola of Spinoza. That is wrong because he equated God with that which appears to us as nature, not to nature as a manifestation. Natura naturata is the appearance of God, it's what God looks like. But the being in itself of God, to speak Schopenhauerian language, that's the thing that projects the image. That's the thing that appears as nature. And that's natura naturans. That was God. So he had that understanding, and he has been now misunderstood for 4 centuries. But he had that understanding of nature, which we lost. If we were to recover that understanding, then maybe we would be more receptive to the notion of life as a practice, life as a teacher, which we've become disconnected to the moment we decided that the world is a mechanism and not the manifestation of a living, if spontaneous and instinctive intelligence.